Hey, Beer Nuts, it's Brandi. I'm hiding in a closet right now. I'm hiding from my family, from my children, from my husband. I'm hiding basically from all responsibility. But there's one weekend a year I don't have to hide from that responsibility. It is Camp Dazed and Amused. It is one weekend this October. You can go to campdazedandamuse.com. You can sign up for one of the few spots that we have left. It's a weekend where women from all walks of life get together and we drink, we have fun, we have camp competitions, we do craft, we have Saturday night parties, we have bonfires. It's basically just a completely kick-ass time. So go to campdazedandamuse.com, secure your spot today, and completely avoid responsibility with me this fall.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello, Beer Nuts.
What up, Beer Nuts? It's Catherine and Brandi.
From a parking lot.
From Brandi's truck in front of the Freetail Brew Pub.
We're actually hoping that maybe a cop comes by so we can interview him.
Yes, and get a ticket.
And then he'll question us about our coconut porter breath.
And then we'll make a mad dash for it across the parking lot.
There's like a ravine. I think we could jump off of that ravine.
I think it'd be very like we're just gonna Thelma and Louise it.
Oh, but without the truck.
And pray to God, and without the truck, just holding hands, we're gonna run into the ravine that's like 3 feet deep.
Well, I don't want a DWI, but I'll get hurt.
That's fine. And then we'll just pray to God that somebody's taking a video and they put it on YouTube.
It'll all be worth it.
It'll be worth every minute.
You know what I can't stop thinking about is the new Barbies. Did you see them?
No, what new Barbies?
Shut the front door. You didn't see the new Barbies? Okay, so it's probably the biggest thing. Did you play with Barbies when you were little?
Yes, of course. Peaches and Cream was my favorite.
That's a stripper.
She was my favorite.
Okay. So, a stripper Barbie. No, they came out with a new...
Peaches.
They came out with more Barbies.
Okay.
So now you have like your regular old school Barbie, your OG Barbie.
Right.
And then now you have curvy Barbie.
Oh, God. Different body types.
Yes. Tall Barbie, like a taller.
Okay, I get
and
it.
petite.
I get it.
Yes.
Right?
And more colors.
However, I don't really want to be responsible for choosing which Barbie would coordinate with the right girl.
No, I definitely feel like you have to buy all of them.
So that I see. So you can have like the rainbow of Barbies to play with.
Yes. Like when your little girl looks in, or little boy, it's 2016. When they look in their Barbie house, like you want to see
everybody.
You want the colors of Benetton.
Okay. Because that's an exact representation of what my house is like every single day.
You want your Barbies to look like Orange is the New Black cast.
Perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, no, I like it. Little orange jumpsuits.
Oh, yeah.
Junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of like Barbie? Were you jealous of Barbie when you were a kid? Like, I'm just trying to find out where the root of this comes from, that we need every single Barbie ever, like every body type ever. You know?
I was a skinny white girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. I was Barbie without the boobs.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That would be really awkward if I was like 7 with Barbie's boobs.
That would be, that's, that would make it rough for you to leave the house probably. You know?
Yeah. That would have led to way more weird interactions with that 5th grade teacher that was really hot.
Yeah, see? Yeah, that's not good. No. Although girls they're developing earlier now, so there's lots of 5th grade girls with... This is a weird conversation.
Hey, do you see how hot those 5th grade girls are now?
Isn't that what Jared said? Right.
So, Catherine, did you, how's your Branchline homework going?
I have finals coming up. So for my other beer classes. So
for your other beer podcast?
I haven't done it was eaten by my dog. So
do you have a dog?
I have a Chihuahua.
Bitch, that chihuahua can't eat your homework.
I haven't done it.
Damn it. Somebody's going to have to hold this show together. No, I see what you'll do. Like, you'll wait till the week before we record again with Branchline.
The morning that we are headed over to Branchline, I'll just drink 3 different beers.
So basically, I'm going to need to pick you up and give you a ride to...
Yes, you can be my Uber.
Okay. Well, I was a good girl and I did my homework.
Well, that's weird though, because we're 3 weeks away from having to turn that in. So I feel like, one, you're showboating just a little. Okay. Were you like one of those people in college that like are in school? Did you do your project the day that it was assigned to you?
It depends. If it was papers, I waited until the last minute. I wrote those the night before. But if it was like a project for another class,
hot glue things and create models and stuff.
Oh, see, I'm a down to the minute. I don't know why I did this so early.
Well, okay, whatever. Well, maybe you just like it is a drinking assignment, so maybe that's why.
Oh, I remember now. It's because I saw a 12-pack of Real Ale Devil's Backbone in the store, and it was a Friday, and I wanted to buy it, and that was my reason.
Oh, see? Yeah. See, yeah. There you go.
And I really wanted to do a triple since we had just had Branchline's triples, and I've been trying a lot of triples lately. And I had said that I had never had a triple before, like back in December. And then somebody said, "Oh, you haven't had Real Ale Devil's Backbone?" I said, "Oh, I have had that, and I love that beer. I never realized it was a triple." So
there you go.
Yep, there we go. So I went on to the BJ website that we were supposed to go on, and I wrote down kind of everything, and they have different categories of how to describe the different styles of beer. So you've got aroma, appearance, flavor, mouthfeel, overall impression, history, ingredients, vitals. I mean, there's a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, it sounds really in depth.
Very in depth, but this was way more like nerdy fun than I realized it was going to be.
Was it? It was enjoyable for you.
Yes. So you know how we always talk about like we have limited knowledge, and so it's very hard when we're tasting a beer to put into words what we're tasting.
Right.
So these style guidelines, whenever I was actually tasting the beer, I was able to read and I was like, oh, that's what I'm tasting. Like I am tasting peppery type stuff, or I am tasting like citrus type flavors. And it also made me more confident in what I was tasting because does that make sense?
Yeah. Like you were identifying what you were. That makes sense.
Like whenever we were sitting and we were having the triple at Branchline, you said, "Do I taste banana in here?" It said that on the style guideline, like on some.
It made you more confident in what you thought you were tasting.
Exactly. Yes. So that was fun. You could have fun too if you did your fucking homework.
Yeah, I'll probably wait. Yeah. I probably won't buy a 12-pack either because I'm just one person.
Yeah, we were painting a kid's room that weekend. We needed a 12-pack. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to go get the little singles on the end and like just get a bunch of different ones, and then that's probably what I'll do actually.
That's smart. I wish somebody would just bring me beer or give me beer.
Well, you know what? They have that new app. What is it called? Do you know?
Minibar.
But every time I try to go on it, it says that they don't deliver to my area.
Yeah, and I went on it, and it said that it was getting from a liquor store that was like 20 to 25 minutes away from me. I thought that was really weird.
It is really weird. So they'll deliver to you, but they don't deliver to me. That's weird.
That is weird. We live really close.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if they'll deliver to you if you're in an Uber driving.
They're just like following you, like, stop the car.
No, like it's like a Grey Poupon commercial, right? So you like roll down the window because you've already paid. I'm assuming that's how the app works, right? Like you pay ahead of time. So you just roll down the window and they just launch it. They launch it in and you just keep going.
I like that.
That's our app. That's the She's Crafty app coming out soon.
We just throw it at you.
Throw beer at people all the time. Just depending on what it is. If it's Bud Light, you're getting it right in the forehead. If it's something a little better, like let's say it's some busted sandal, right? Well, then we deliver it in a nicer, more gentle fashion.
Deliver my beer Gently, please. Thank you.
It's time for Beer News.
Hey there, folks. Time for your brew news with the Brewed Dude. Just going to catch you up on a few topics trending around our awesome craft beer world. First up is Budweiser is toasting a glass to its brand new Clydesdale. The Clydesdale's name is Mac, and it's probably the cutest damn horse you ever seen in your whole life. So make sure to go online and check out Budweiser's new Clydesdale Mac. Last week was also the anniversary of Andre the Giant passing away. Now, a lot of y'all only know Andre the Giant because he was a WWE star. He was a professional wrestler. What you don't know is that he also holds the world record for the most amount of beers to be drank in one sitting. It's like 160 beers. It's crazy. So thanks to that guy. Cheers to that guy. And lastly is Sam Adams has released a Nitro Project beer pack. These beers are injected with nitrogen instead of carbonation. The whole goal of this is to give them a more of a rich and creamy kind of texture. So that'll be pretty interesting. That's a new trend in the craft beer world, so make sure to go check those out. They are in cans. The 3 beers available are Nitro IPA, Nitro Wheat Ale, and Nitro Coffee Stout. Okay, that's your Brew News with the Brewed Dude. Once again, my name is Ryan Mader. You can find me at thebreweddude.com. That's it. Back to you, ladies. Cheers to the beers. Boom.
I know the Bustled Sandal recently had their cans come out, and somebody else just had their cans come out too.
They did. We're super excited because our friends at Branchline just released cans. February the 1st is actually the can release, and it'll be in all of the core HEBs, I think, right? And some of the liquor stores. There's going to have the Shady Oak and a few others.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. Sorry, we've memorized everybody's beer can releases. But then I did see too, they're gonna have is it silver and black?
Yes, silver and black. Yeah, that's exciting.
Still during Spurs season, so I think that's really fun.
That is really fun, and I think you can get that silver and black at the AT&T Center too, which is super cool.
We're gonna have to go there in their craft beer bar and have a little episode with Spurs Jesus, I think.
Yeah. Jesus, shout out Jesus. Let's go to the AT&T Center.
I feel like we really are in a parking lot right now. I don't think we've addressed that.
This guy's in a really bright blue polo, right? Look at the color of that guy's polo. It's like I would classify that as ramen egg blue.
Ramen? Robin. I was like, ramen egg blue. And I think there's a problem if your ramen is blue.
Those guys are on a bro date.
Whenever we said shout out Jesus, I just kept waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, Ted Cruz.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh. Those girls are evangelizing in that truck. Shout out Jesus.
We've also got, I think that's a set of twins, like twin.
Right? Yeah. On the patio at Freetail, because we're not actually at Freetail. We were at Freetail a minute ago, but we're recording in the truck because it was too loud inside of the building. But we can see the patio, and it looks like these two guys, they have the same haircut. There's also an elderly lady sitting alone.
You guys, if you're bored, we're going to invite you out right now to the Freetail parking lot. Just go in, have a beer, come out to your vehicle, record a podcast, and people watch. It's way better than it sounds.
I am fascinated by people that eat alone.
Oh, I love eating alone.
Like in restaurants?
Yes.
You just go confidently in there and sit down and eat alone.
I go with something to do. I don't just stare at other people.
Laptop or okay.
Yeah, or like a notebook or my calendar or like.
What are acceptable places to eat alone?
Anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never gone somewhere nice to eat, like really fancy to eat alone.
Yeah. I don't eat alone. Well, when I used to work a lot and I had like a lunch break, I would eat alone. Yeah. But if I'm going to eat by myself, I pick it up and take it home.
Yeah.
Or look at this guy's like, what the fuck are they doing? Yeah. What are they doing though? Oh, look, these girls are recording something in there. Look at them. You see them?
He's too short to know what a podcast is. He's so tiny.
And he's a leather jacket on, and it looks like it used to belong to somebody much bigger than him.
In 1995.
1995, yeah.
Wow. I feel like he's a drug dealer.
He probably has like little bags of weed right on the inside of that jacket, I bet.
Yeah. Like you open it up and you get to pick which one.
Yeah. I find it fascinating that he's all bundled up in his jacket and his friend had no jacket on at all.
It's because his friend ain't no pussy.
He's like 15 inches taller than him too, so that's probably why.
He's just like, hey, little man, you need a jacket.
Hey, buddy, little buddy, don't forget your coat, okay?
Something that was fun last week. Speaking of coats, I know somebody that might wear a coat. I was trying a segue. It didn't work. I was trying to segue. Speaking of jackets, they're made of leather sometimes, and a man that likes to wear leather, we hear on message boards, is James Simpson from What's on Tap Radio.
Do you like to wear leather?
I just made that up. I hope it becomes a rumor.
Is this like I heard, since we're just making up rumors, that he likes to wear he does like leather.
Yeah.
Chaps.
Yes.
The assless ones, yeah.
That's like,
And maybe like a vest?
yeah, actually, funny thing.
What do you say that?
In that same message board I was in, the message board is called allaboutjames.com, and it's all about different James. Like James from all over you can get stuff about James Vanderbeek, stuff about James.
Are you being okay? Is this more nonsense or is this the real thing?
It's definitely real nonsense.
What the fuck?
No, I heard for Valentine's Day, every year he takes a picture in a leather vest and just chaps for his wife. And that's why they've been married for 75 years now.
That's an interesting way to keep it alive.
Yeah, y'all didn't know.
Or is it frontal or back?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, you know, like those pictures from the 80s where you've got like kind of the other picture floating up top.
Yes, like the glamour shots where it's like, okay, it's a really nice one and then it's like a shadowy in the back.
Yeah. So like the really nice one is like a full frontal, and then the really like the one up in the corner is just his butt.
Oh, okay. And you have to get like a little magnifying glass, right, for the front one.
Yeah.
don't know.
It comes with a magnifying glass.
Okay. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just this is all just made up facts that we made up.
But it got leaked. I mean, this is how he's been married for 75 years, and people think he's like some guy.
He's been married for 75 years because I think he's only like 33 years old. No.
That's the weird thing. He's actually black, and black don't crack. Yeah, you didn't even know that.
Because I met him in person and he doesn't even have a tan.
That's racist. Like, you don't have to be black to be black. His cousin is Will Smith, and he's part of the whole like hashtag Oscars so white.
His grandmother was Cuban, so
Yeah,
that's almost black.
exactly. So anyways, he's like he's 89.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
89. That means he got married when he was
14. It was different back then.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, parents were always trying to marry their sons off at very young ages. Yeah, they didn't want to be burdened by extra work hands.
Well, they had to find a good stable woman.
Right. Yes. To help bring in the income to keep up the house. I get it. I get it. Awesome. Well, good. I'm excited. I can't wait to see James Simpson's assless chat pics. Is he going to post those online or?
He did it. He didn't post them, but what he did was on his radio show, What's on Tap Radio out of Houston, he mentioned our 5 ways to get away with drinking beer at work.
This is the segue. Okay. That was a long walk. I'm glad we made it to the end of the trail. Let's hear 5 ways to get away with drinking at work.
I would totally edit this part out, but I'm too fucking lazy for that. So all of this is just going to stay in there. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I hope that our beer nuts have read the whole thing. If not, then go shescraftypodcast.com and click on What's Brewing, where we put different fun listicles and links and blog posts. The first way would be to get a disease and to convince your boss that beer will help heal you. You can make your boss cry.
I feel like you can easily get rid of herpes with a lot of beer because you forget you have it.
That is a really, really good point. Right? Yeah. That is it probably really dulls the itching.
Well, yeah, because you can't feel it, but your partner feels it the next day or later.
Wah, wah, wah. What is this? I swear it's razor burn. Oh, you can make your boss cry. You can cook with beer. You can state religious reasons. I feel like that one's a trump card.
Like you can't question it because really, there are lots of religions, right?
Religions that people don't even know about yet.
And different shoot-offs and branches and all kinds of stuff. Like it could easily be somehow an extension of Catholicism that you have to drink a certain amount of beer every single day. That's completely makes sense.
That's believable. And I feel like people don't know jack shit about those weirdos that do Scientology. So like you could definitely say it's Scientology.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh, and then throw a party. I feel like a work party is always the perfect function to sneak in beer at work. It's just like figuring out how to throw a party on Tuesday at 11 a.m.
I feel like any parties that She's Crafty has, they should be anti-alcohol.
Just like total. Yeah. Just like, hey, we're having a party for all of our beer nuts, and then just stop everybody at the door and be like, you can't bring that in.
You can't bring that. This is a work party, guys. Yeah. This HR is not going to let that happen. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you bring alcohol to a work party?
I really like that. Just really, I feel like we'll definitely have a lot of listeners after that.
Yeah, it's going to work.
Okay, I'm going to try this a second time. I try to segue again, okay?
Oh, you're going to do it again?
Yep. Mm-hmm. You can't bring alcohol to those parties, but you know what you can bring? What? You could bring your mac and cheese.
I could bring my mac and cheese.
Was that better?
That was way better. Okay. Well, it was better because it was shorter, I think. It wasn't as long. Yeah, I think that's why. Yep. I made some beer mac and cheese, which I'm super excited about. You can find it on our YouTube channel, or you can go to shescraftypodcast.com and hit What's Brewing. And I put the recipe there for you as well. And it's just my mac and cheese recipe, and I dumped some beer in it. So it's weird how that you can even do that, or that life works that way. That you can just like dump some beer in it, and it came out great. It tasted really good. My kids refused to eat it because they didn't understand that the beer had cooked out of it. Yeah. They thought I was trying to get them drunk, so they wouldn't eat it. But I ate.
It's not going to go over well with CPS when they're trying to explain
my mom tried to give me beer, but I ate all of it. So I think that counts.
That was a huge, huge casserole dish of mac and cheese.
It was, and I ate it all.
Did you like not shit for 3 days?
We're not going to talk about my shitting, but what I will say that it was delicious, and if you want to learn how to make it, you should go check out our website and our YouTube channel. And keep your noodles firm, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's really funny because when you made that video, like if you took out the music, it is just like a normal cooking video, but you put really porny music in there. And so everybody that shares it is just like, this is a really sexy mac and cheese video.
Well, also you guys have to understand that like we're not professional like filmmakers. So
what?
So I'm like in my kitchen alone because I don't have a production team. I just have Catherine. And I'm like, how am I going to show my stove and my oven and the counter? And like, I'd have to do like 1,700 takes, right? Of like every single, listen, I don't have time for that. Okay.
I feel like, so my house is being remodeled right now. I don't have a kitchen. It's like the guts of a kitchen. I feel like I could do a really sad remake of your video, but it's just like how to make a beer ham and cheese sandwich.
Yes. And then you just make the ham and cheese sandwich, and then you just pour the beer on top of it.
I think this might need to happen.
I think it's definitely. And then we put the recipe online for people.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Oh, so we did have, that was really good inside. We had the coconut porter from Freetail.
Yeah, we did have the coconut porter. We only had one because the girl warned us that the sweet waitress, warned us that it had a really high ABV, and I didn't even look to see what the ABV was on it. But I trust her because it felt heavy.
No, it did. And it was super, the the mouth feel. Is that the right word? It had like a creaminess to it, a very full mouth feel.
Full in the mouth.
We're so like I feel like we've learned all these terms and we're still such.
I think that we have it right and everybody else has it wrong. That's what I think. I think that I want to hear these beer experts, quote unquote, be like, yeah, it was really full in my mouth. That's what I want. I feel like they maybe don't know what they're talking about. They're not going levels deep like we are. Do you see what I'm saying?
There you go again.
I know. Well, I know. But I'm just saying that we're really in it.
We're in it to win it.
Really inside the glass, trying to get every last bit of it.
You were inside the glass. I had to pull you out. You're on like a diet where you're now 2 inches tall?
Yeah. No, that's just genetics. I've always been this little. But
if you haven't seen Catherine in person, she's actually 3.5 inches tall.
I'm just 1 inch above the legal limit to be considered a little person.
No, like you're 1 inch above to be considered like a
Human?
A human, yes, a human. She like rides around in my pocket.
She could be a gnome or a pixie, but she's 1 inch taller.
We go places and I'm just like, well, they're like, what do you got, a mouse in your pocket? And I'm like, no, it's Catherine, motherfucker. Thanks. That was really rude.
Brandi, remember to make good choices today. I'm on your shoulder.
Like you wouldn't be encouraging me to make good choices.
No, I'd be like, drink another one. Drink another one, Brandi. What are you doing? Did that guy just grab your ass? No, he didn't. He didn't. Yes, he did. I saw him. I want you to punch him.
Beat his ass, Brandi.
Yes, Brandi.
You're just like, hey, Brandi. Beat his ass. Oh, man. I feel like Thursday is a good day to beat some ass.
Thursday's a good day to beat some ass because it's almost the weekend. So if you had to go to jail, you would only miss 1 day of work.
That's true. But if they're listening to this the day it comes out, it is Friday, which means it's an even better day to beat some ass.
That means fuck it. You guys just go crazy tonight. You got 2 days to sit in jail. Somebody will bail you out by Monday.
Yeah, but ain't nobody bailing you out on Saturday.
No. Maybe Sunday because Sunday is a more easy, relaxing. Have you ever bailed somebody out of jail?
Yep.
And you have to go downtown. I'm not going to say who I bailed out of jail.
I won't say either.
Okay. But I had to go downtown and you have to go to this, like, it's not a house, but it's not exactly a building. It's like a temporary trailer.
Yeah.
Right? And then you walk in and, okay, for me, this is what happened. I walk in and I hear the woman being a real bitch to the person in front of me. And I'm like, I've never done this before, right? I'm just a girl that went to Churchill on the north side of town.
And why are they being bitches to the good people that didn't get arrested?
Okay, so then she's being this real cunt to this lady, right? Yeah. Or maybe it was like this girl, and then she had some kids with her. I don't really understand what was happening, but she was trying to bail her husband or boyfriend or something out. Then it's my turn, and I walk up and she goes, "Hi, honey. How are you? How can I help you? You know what? I'm going to walk you through this." And she was so nice to me. And
shit.
I don't take your kids. I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was scary.
Wow. That is, if you'd like to hear more about bailing people out of jail, you can listen to Catherine on her other podcast called Bail Me Out. Jailbreak.
Tales from Bear County.
It's all, she just interviews people that have bailed people out of jail. There's a whole bunch of crackheads moms.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst. And then I tried to walk in with a wad of money because I didn't know that you had to go get a
money order
or something. And I don't know. I walk in and they're like, "What is that?" Like, "It's cash. Isn't this what you need?" I know. Oh shit.
What are we, hookers?
Are those all ones? What is that? That's what I have.
That's trash, Catherine. Oh, remember, that's Bail Me Out, Jailbreak with Catherine Contreras. She only releases them once a year, though. You got to really,
I gotta store it up. I don't know that many people that go to jail, so.
Yep. So if you've gone to jail, and Catherine's number is 210.
Send us an email at cheesecraftypodcast.com. Tell us about it.
Speaking of emails, I have a request for our beer nuts. It does not take any more than, I would say, like 2 minutes of your day. I request if you enjoy this podcast or even if you hate it, go on to iTunes and leave us a review. We will read it out loud here on the episode, or we won't. If you threaten us with our lives and say that we do not have permission to read it, then we're scared. Our bark is bigger than our bite. Yeah.
We definitely won't. We won't do it.
But go and leave us a review because that ups our ranking in iTunes and it helps other people discover our podcast so that you can have more fellow beer nuts to join you. Also, if you are interested in sponsoring the She's Crafty podcast, we are lining up sponsors and we have sponsors lined up. We're going throughout the entire year. So if you want to send us an email at shescraftypodcast@gmail.com. Also, Catherine, if people are looking for us on social media, where can they find us?
Oh, well, Brandi, let me tell you. You can find us on Instagram at She's Crafty Pod, on Twitter at She's Crafty Pod, and on Facebook at She's Crafty Podcast. You can find us on Google Plus at She's Crafty Podcast. You can find us on the Tasty Podcast Network, on Stitcher, and on our website. You can go to our website and purchase t-shirts and koozies in the store. You can also shop through our website at Amazon from the link at the banner link at the top of the page. And you can also come out to our live show at the Hoppy Monk on January 31st at 7 p.m. It's going to be...
Catherine, actually, at this moment, we had a bug fly into the car and go down her throat. It's fine. Everything's fine. If you want to come, you can come out to the Hoppy Monk. Oh my gosh, see, this has thrown me off too. You can come every last Sunday of the month to the Hoppy Monk. And this Sunday, the last Sunday of January, is actually going to be a lot of fun because we are playing a game show and we have a bachelorette. We have 3 bachelors and we're going to blindfold her and ask some horrible questions and see who she likes. The least worst.
Who's not the worst? Yes. Who's the best of the worst? Yes. Is what it's going to be.
We think.
We're hoping for a love connection. Or at least 10 minutes of awkward conversation.
Maybe a lust connection. I'd settle for a lust.
Oh, would you? Have you ever had a lust connection?
Does Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy start? Does he start? What was I going to say?
What does he do? What does he start?
I can't talk about that on this podcast. You can also find us on the Tasty Podcats Network. It's actually cats that are shaped like chicken and put into pods and delivered to your house. And you actually record just a message and then you just send it on to the next person with what's remaining of your Tasty Podcat.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
People call me an entrepreneur.
They use that term loosely, I think.
Isn't that also what they call hookers?
Well, are they though? Because don't they usually have like a pimp?
Out of all the words we say on this podcast, you can't say pimp. Thank you for listening to episode 15 of the She's Crafty podcast with Brandi and what's your name again? Catherine, that's your name. Okay, we're going to go remove that bug from Catherine's throat. Peace out, beer nut.
Peace out, beer nut.
Shut up and sit down.